Hey everybody. Now it's been a while since I made a video up here on the homestead, but I figured I'd document today's extreme weather event we're about to
A
have.
rather unusual weather pattern taking shape across the Pacific Northwest as a threat of severe storms could impact western Washington as well as western Oregon, especially west of the Cascades. We could see damaging winds as well as large hail. That rain will be pushing in later on Wednesday and lasting into Thursday with that heavy rainfall and the potential for severe weather.
I mean, as you can see behind me, it's been a beautiful sunny day. Clouds are starting to roll in now, but as you can see from the west, it's getting dark and cloudy. And they're saying in just a couple hours, we're going to have an extreme risk of tornadoes and possible tennis ball size hail, which we've never seen nothing like that around here. And as many of you know, we live in a yurt. So I figured I'm going to go ahead and document what happens over the next several hours. They said, well, right now it's about 1:30. I've been kind of getting ready, doing some things, making sure the generator's gassed up and what have you. But they say by 3 o'clock, the thunderstorms are going to hit. And between 4 and 7, extreme hail and tornado risk. So let's go back. I'm going to go ahead and keep getting things buttoned down, covering things with tarps and doing what I can. There's not much you can do for a tornado. We've thought about leaving the homestead as well, but I'd hate for something to happen and us not be here to fix it, or we've got animals and stuff to tend to. So we're gonna hunker down and try to ride it out, guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and document it. So hang on, it's gonna be a wild ride. Let's go. Well, you can see by the radar that was posted around noon that they were predicting around 3 to 5 o'clock a pretty strong storm cell. Well, like I was saying, it's been a sunny day. We've been out here doing yard work and what have you, but, well, clouds are rolling in. Well, trying to get things ready, covered up here. I don't have a garage. I have a little garage here, which the 59 El Camino's in, but I don't have a garage for my Nova or the bus behind me here. These are going to be outside, so I never really dealt with huge hail before, so I guess I'm just going to throw a big thick blanket over the Nova and put a tarp over it and cross my fingers. Same with the bus. I might throw a tarp over that as well. I got all my tools out here, power tools, and I'm going to cover these with tarps. There's no room in the garage. Just doing what I can. Now, along with the vehicles, we've got the yurt that we're concerned about. That's not really set up for high winds and big hail. It's got a dome at the top. This is a 30-foot in diameter, which is a very large yurt. It doesn't look like it here in the video, but the dome is probably 15 feet up, and hopefully that could withstand some hail. I'm thinking about throwing like a blanket and a tarp up over the top of it, maybe tying some ropes to the corners and throwing the ropes up over and dragging it up over and trying to get it up over the dome. Maybe that would help protect it from some big hail or branches that come down. That's our main concern, is if trees or branches come down. The yurt is not very strong when it comes to stuff like that, so big concern there. Hopefully the trampoline doesn't blow away either. I might try to ratchet that down to something, but I'm going to continue on getting stuff buttoned up. I'm getting all my tarps and straps and ropes ready to tie stuff down, and I also fired up the generator to make sure that thing's gassed up and ready to go, and I sharpened the blade and gassed up the chainsaw as well. Who knows, we also got a full tank in the Jeep. Usually during these windstorm events we lose our power, so more than likely we're gonna be on that generator tonight. All right, well, it's been a couple hours, and well, I got the Nova all covered here with a big thick blanket and then a tarp over it. I don't know, it's been a couple hours. So far we haven't experienced much of a storm at all. It's actually still sun shining, but we got some dark clouds up there, and we got a few big raindrops falling down right now. But yeah, no tornadoes or hail yet, but I'll keep you updated. Well, now the radar at about 3 o'clock is still predicting some strong storms approaching. Well, guys, it's about 3:30. Yeah, the winds are definitely picking up, and you can see the clouds looking a little ominous back there. But yeah, winds are picking up. Nothing too bad so far, but if it gets too crazy, I'll bring you guys in for an update. Now at about 4 o'clock, the radar is showing the storms just a little bit north of us. Alright guys, well it's about 5:30, and this is about when they predicted the storm to be at its worst. Well, between now and 7 o'clock, and it's nothing. This is nothing. It's a bit lackluster, to put it mildly. But looking at the latest Doppler reports, it shows that maybe later on tonight, like 9 or 10 o'clock, we'll get some more isolated thunderstorms here. It's showing most of it north of us up in Oregon, and even into Washington. So, so far, it's just a quiet evening. Of course, I'll keep you updated. Well, a little bit of rain and a little bit of thunder. Might get lucky, and that's all we get. Well, now it's around 8 o'clock, and as you can see by the radar, most of those storms are north of us, up near Portland, and even up more intensely by Washington, up by Seattle and what have you. Looks like they got the worst of it. Well, that might have been all the thunder we had, was that little bit that we heard there. Because it seems pretty mellow and quiet out now. I mean, we still got dark skies over that way, and the radar shows more thunder cells coming through for the next few hours. But it's getting dark, and if we get some crazy storm action, I'll bring you guys back in. Well, we're just getting rain, guys. That's all we got. Well, good morning. Well, obviously the storm missed us. It apparently moved more north, so we're just fine. Pretty much just another relaxing evening up at the homestead. Well, I figured since we're here, I'll give you a few updates. You know, it's been quite a while since I put out some videos, and I think it was the last video, or one of the last videos, we were talking about my health going south. And well, I'll be happy to say since then I've really made some improvements and changed some things. You know, they were saying that my triglycerides were through the roof, and that I was at risk of a heart attack or stroke, and they wanted me to double my blood pressure medicine and then get on statins. But instead of doing that, I just started eating right, a low sugar, low carb diet, and started working out 4, 5, 6 days a week. And over 2 months period, I had lost 20 pounds and completely reversed my cardiovascular disease. They now say do not take statins or double my blood pressure, and I'm on the right track. So that is great news. And I still got a lot more to go, so I'm not done yet. But I appreciate all the kind words you gave me and all the support from everybody, so thank you. And well, let me show you the garden a little bit. That's something we're also been working on lately. You know, it goes hand in hand with getting your health back, and eating right is being able to grow your own produce. So let's go take a look at the garden. All right, well, you can see that we really got these beds all ready to go for planting. We had them, you know, weeded them, turned them, added compost, and then we heavily mulched everything in between. We got all this place that's been mulched with leaves over winter, but we need to turn this. Ultimately, we're going to do probably some trellises along the back wall with, you know, peas and beans. And then most of this is going to be corn and some tomato plants, and probably some melons and cucumbers and squash on the ground level. And then over here on the back bed, we're probably going to do, you know, broccoli and cauliflower. And we got some onions already going, and Brussels sprouts. We'll also do some lettuce and spinach and some kale, and we got some beets planted already. We're also going to do carrots and some more strawberries here, and hopefully this season we'll get some blueberry bushes around the border, and maybe these potato boxes over here. And we got a lot of work ahead of us, but once we get this all filled in, planted and growing, we're gonna probably double the size. Probably gonna expand this garden out another same width as this one, just bring the fencing out and around and double the garden. You know, we want to be able to produce as much as we can. And along with that, we also got you know, a few more chickens in the flock. We added about I think 5 more, but I'm gonna rebuild all of this, and we're gonna rebuild for a much larger chicken coop and add more chickens, and then also we're gonna build some rabbit hutches. We're gonna add some rabbits to the farm as well. All right, well, I guess that's it for the update. You know, sorry I haven't been making very many videos lately, but been super busy and focused on getting my health back. You know, getting my workouts in every day and eating right. You know, pretty much a super low sugar and low carbohydrate diet with 30 to 40 minute workouts 5 days a week, maybe more, but I need to stay on track. So, you know, now that the weather's getting nicer, I also need to jump back in the garage and get that 59 Chevy El Camino running. You know, I've been building that on the other channel, and I've taken a few months off during the winter, but we made good progress last year, and this season I need to get it back on the road. Mainly because I need to sell it. You know, I'd really love to keep that car, but financially we can't afford to keep it. So once it's on the road this summer, we'll probably take it to a few car shows, especially the Shakedown in Springfield. But it's gonna have a for sale sign on it, guys. It'll be for sale. So hopefully we'll have it on the road by June and be able to drive it all of June and July and maybe even August before we sell it, though, and really enjoy it. So be looking forward to those videos on the other channel, and we'll keep you updated here on the homestead as we go. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around. I know the videos are far and few between, but we'll get them out when we can. So I appreciate y'all, and until next time, peace.